few more minutes for people to kind of slink on in here. If you haven't already, and put your contact information in the chat section. That way, if anyone needs your email or what have you, we can do that. I'll go ahead and do the same. And then we'll get started in a few minutes.
I thought Randy was going to be our presenter today, but I don't see him on here yet. He's presented to most of us, but he may show up in
Yeah,
here.
I've spoken with Randy before,
Yeah,
but I don't see him yet unless he's that 304-452 number. He might be trying to get with us, maybe on a mobile unit. If that is Randy, if you would change your name and give us a holler. If not, we will figure it out.
We'll figure out who you are. So, but
Calling in, this is Kim Stevens from Social Security.
Oh, okay. I have Randy's presentation and all of his information that I'll share out with this council later in case for some reason he doesn't show up. But it's not like him. He's usually, unless he's just tired of us because he's seen a bunch of us, the past couple of days.
I mean, I worked with him before. He was always pretty polite and on time. So I'm guessing it's give him a few more minutes just to play safe.
Yeah.
Give 2-3 more minutes. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chris. I was a little worried. The room I normally do my Zooms, apparently one of our coworkers accidentally broke the internet. I don't know how you do that, but she managed it, and I had to find another room, and another camera and some external speakers, but I made it happen. So far it's working. So that's great.
Yep. And you were a little bit early, so.
I know. I thought I was going to have to holler at you, pull me out of the fire here. Technical difficulties.
Well, so far mine seems to be okay, but my internet has been wonky all day. So
yes, yeah, we've been having some issues too, but so far it's holding up just fine.
There he is.
Hey, everybody. My mean old boss was keeping me overtime. Couldn't join the meeting.
All right. Well, with Randy here, I think we're ready to get started.
Can you make him co-host? Because I cannot make him co-host.
I can certainly try. Let me see if it'll let me here. Okay, Randy should be appearing as a co-host now. All right. So what I'd like to do, before we get started and we give the floor to Randy, I'd just like to take the opportunity for everyone who's online right now to just quickly introduce themselves in the chat. Some of you guys I know, some of you are new names, so that'll be good for everyone involved. I'll go ahead and start out. My name is Kenneth Powell. Manager, regional drug rehabilitation, job services, getting a social security card. That's what I'm here to try to accomplish. So, all right, we'll just go next. Chris, would you introduce yourself?
Sure. I'll give the teaser and then reintroduce myself during the talk, but I'm Randy. I work with Chest Health. We have multiple apps now in the state of West Virginia that help people with substance use disorder and their loved ones. So I'll give you that full rundown a little bit later.
Excellent. Okay. Mrs. Shellhammer.
I'm Virginia Shellhammer. I'm up here in Wheeling, West Virginia. I do a lot of work with our homeless community for years. I also been in private practice for about 25 years and work with the 1-800-GAMBLER line.
Excellent. It just lists a number here, 304-529. I believe you said you worked with the Social Security office. Could you just introduce yourself briefly one more time?
Yes, good afternoon. This is Kim Stevens. I'm the Public Affairs Specialist with the Social Security Administration.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bonnie Helvey.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Bonnie Helvey. I'm with Indivior. I am in their criminal justice side of the business where I help whether it's incarcerated individuals or transition of care with any sort of MAT treatment program. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right. Oh, now here's a name I recognize. Danica Brown.
Danica. Can you hear me?
I can now, yes.
My name is Danica Brown. I'm the housing coordinator for Offender Services. I work for West Virginia Division of Corrections and Rehabilitation and Central Office.
Thank you. And Jen Call. All right, Jen might be having some difficulties here. How about Laura Garner?
Hello, this is Laura Garner. I am the Community Outreach Liaison with the Helpline, which is one of the medic and CHIP providers in the state.
All right, thank you. Philip Michael with Proud.
Hello, my name's Philip Michael. I'm with Proud, which is the Partners for Reentry Opportunities and Workforce Development. This is a new position, not only for myself, but for our state. This is a grant that was through the federal government, and we are here to help individuals that are incarcerated in our federal prisons be able to find and positions, do paying positions, as well as if they need help with other things going forward. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. And that just leaves, I believe, Wes Hoffman.
Hi, I'm also with Proud, and we work for Workforce West Virginia. And like Phil said, we're helping folks reentering find viable employment training opportunities. We want them to be self-sustaining and have a future. And thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
All right, excellent. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll give the floor to Randy, and once he's done, if anyone has any questions for him, we'll open the floor for that, and then I'll just give you guys a few brief updates as it pertains to this particular region of the state, maybe some events and other things going on that might be of interest to you. But Randy, you're up.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Again, I'm Randy. I'm a customer success consultant with Chest Health. I am here today to speak to you about our brand new companion app. I know a few of you have already seen this presentation, some of you even earlier today, but so thank you for me and being an attentive audience one more time. Just going to quickly explain about this platform and how you can put it to good use in your agency, in your community. So a lot of you know about our Connections app. That's the smartphone app that we have that connects individuals with substance use disorder or mental health diagnosis to peer services, to the recovery tools, the monitored social media experience. This companion app is very similar, but this is for their friends, family, loved ones, caregiver support network. So think Al-Anon, Nar-Anon as an app. So anybody that has someone with substance use disorder or mental health diagnosis in their web, in their network, in their life, they can use this app to get extra support. So the thought, originally, educating, informing individuals that might not understand, but this also really works to support that individual that's in treatment, that's in care. having that supportive network at home, having friends and family that understand, that know how to give proper support, how to be better allies. You know, using this app as a family member is really going to strengthen the chances that that person in recovery is going to stay in recovery. You know, that they're going to stick around a lot longer. So in terms of some of the tools that are available in this app, right? Anybody can use this across the state. So anyone, any community, anywhere, if they want to strengthen their relationship when in recovery, they can use this app. They'll have access to a community chat, anonymous community chat. They're going to have an alias that they're going to be known by in the app. They can put, you know, personal stories, ask deep questions in the app without any fear that it's going to come back on them, right? So the you know, the town rumor mill can't get started because somebody posted about their child in the connection or in the companion app. So it's going to be that safe and secure platform. Again, just like Connections, this is HIPAA compliant. So we're a healthcare company, not a technology company. So anything that happens on this app is going to be safe. The resource library, tons of content. You know, yes, the resources like Al-Anon, Nar-Anon, but in West Virginia, resources for grand families, for parenting classes, for transportation, treatment finders, really anything that you can think of, we try to have in this resource library. If you have any resources that you think would be important for us to add, we're glad to do it. There's no wrong resource to have in this app. We have a variety of things from, you know, mental health awareness to clothing closets, food pantries, you know, truly anything we can put in there. Folks that use this app, every day there's a daily motivation that comes up, inspirational thought action that they can comment, discuss. Community topics will be open for everybody. Message with each other, message with peers from recovery meetings, you know, support meetings. So for those folks and you know, get connected, that I'm going to detail what your relationship is to that person in recovery. So where this parent up here could be, I'm a parent of a child that's in active addiction, and you can find other parents that are going through the same thing, or I'm the child of an adult in recovery, and you know, I'm looking for those support resources. So you're really going to be able to connect with somebody that's going through the same thing that you're going through, or share, right, something that you've gone through. If you've lost someone to an overdose, you can find somebody else that, you know, might be joining the app that just recently went through that experience, and you can share with them what helped you. So really cool platform, really cool community. We're trying to get signed up. It's easy to these an early of a marketing flyer that you can share with people to explain what the app is, and then a link that you can use to sign people up, get into there, and then you're in. This form, filling this out, will send 2 text messages to your phone. One is going to be a link to download the app from, you know, your Apple, iTunes, Google Play Store. The other is going to be a temporary password for yourself, which should just be your first name and the last 4 of your phone number. So you enter your phone number, you enter the temporary password into the app, and then you're in, and you can use all the tools and features in that companion app. Something I do want to point out that I forgot to mention earlier, and I forgot to mention today, the companion app and the Connections app are 2 separate platforms. They are not related. They are not intertwined. If a parent is on the companion app, their child who's on the Connections app, they're not going to be able to see what each other are saying. They're not going to be able to argue things out. They're not going to be able to see, I told you so, you know, in a public forum. They're separate spaces for separate reasons, for separate communities. Now, if someone is in recovery, but yet they're a family member of somebody in recovery, they're more than welcome to sign up for the companion app, right? You can be in both places, you can be in both spaces. There are different resources, different needs. So it's not a one or the other thing, but it is, designed where, it's going to be a safe space for people to communicate, to ask questions without any fear of, who's watching you. So that's really it for Companion. Does anybody have any questions about the platform?
Yeah, I have two.
Sure.
So the first, I know this is primarily a phone app, but is it something that can be used, say, on a desktop computer or a laptop?
It is not functional with a laptop or a desktop, but it can be used on a tablet. So that's really just because it's designed as a mobile app. It doesn't have that functionality there.
I kind of figured. The reason I asked is it's not deal with parents or someone who's older and they're kind of downloading apps. So
Right.
we do run time.
Understood.
The other question is, and you might have already done this, I don't know, but have you had an opportunity to speak with us here in the Wheeling chapter, NAMI, about this?
Absolutely. Yeah. They're one of our first organizations that have signed up for the app. They're using it with their family group. So
That was what I was about to say. I know they have a family group and what they're trying to do with that group is very similar to what this app is trying to do for people. So I want to make sure you guys were connected, but you beat me to the punch, Randy.
Well,
So
no, but I appreciate you bringing that up, because if I hadn't talked to them, better believe I would have been, as soon as we hung up this call. So if you know any other organizations, anyone on the call that can benefit from this, please let them know to contact me. Let me know. Like I said, this is free and available to anyone in the state of West Virginia, right? So, the more people that we can get connected to resources, the better.
excellent. Does anyone have questions? Okay. Randy, I think that's it in terms of your presentation, unless you have anything else to say or you have questions for us at the group or anything of that sort.
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And just real quick, guys, before we log off here, I just wanted to make you aware of a couple of things that are going on in my neck of the woods, primarily in Ohio County. Two things of note. First is tomorrow, Thursday, around 5:30 p.m., our local community college will be hosting a movie event. It's A24's documentary called Sing Sing. Now, I don't know if some of you guys probably know, but for those who don't, Sing Sing is probably one of the most notorious prisons in the country. It's a large maximum security facility in New York. And this documentary details inmates based on a true story who, through the power of their art and their craft, kind of found a sense of identity and a sense of hope. So I'm really looking forward to that event, and it's completely free, and there's a panel discussion that will happen after the movie. So for those who are in the Wheeling area, looking to see a really good documentary and have a good conversation with your community, well worth the time and effort. It's at the community call. Right, just email me or call me and I'll get it to you as soon as I can. But there's going to be a harm reduction training seminar on September 6th, I believe. Look at my calendar. Yeah, September 6th from 9 to 3 p.m. It's an annual thing. Miss Lauren Kotz is one of the people that will be heading that particular program along with other community providers. For those who are interested in that training seminar or just want a general information or just want a copy of the flyer, email me at my work email or my private email. I'll post both in the chat in a second, and I'll get that to you as soon as I possibly can. And it'll be my But if anyone has any questions, comments, or concerns, I will post my information in the chat box right now one more time. And I do appreciate you guys and all you do. And if you guys need anything, give me a holler. But you guys are free to leave.
Kenneth, I was just gonna say, you know, my internet's been in and out the whole time, but I won't be there tomorrow night for Sing Sing, but Bev Sharp, our executive director, she will be there, so you'll get to meet her. She's the one that has created the Reach Initiative and started this whole project, so she will be
Awesome.
there to be the moderator and everything. And then I dropped a couple of other events there in the chat there with flyers. There's a couple, and then they went out via email right before this meeting too, but Seth from Groups Recover is usually here on these meetings, but he's got a couple of open house events. And then we're always looking for presenters for the Leading for Justice conference.
Excellent. And I've met Beverly before. We did a training seminar with her a couple years ago.
Yeah.
She's good.
She's powerhouse. So.
All right. For those interested, I put both of my email addresses in the chat. I put both because for a lot of you guys, you're emailing me specifically about inmates that are housed here in the jail. Situations like that, use my work email. For situations where it's just generalized questions about reentry, what we do here as a group with Reach, use my regular email. It's going to be much more valuable to you, and I will answer as soon as I can about answering. That's all I got. I'll go ahead. Anyone else? Anything else? Doesn't look like it. All right, we'll head out.